That's about 10-ish minutes away if you wanted to wander down and see
Let's take a walk, go change the battery.
Which way?
So that's all.
He's running here. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day for democracy. All right, we've got a few more to gather, and maybe we need to be a little closer on one side here. I know we don't want to, you know, it is in class. You have all these seats, and you want to sit in the back, but you don't want to be called on first. That's it. That's it.
All right, time for a drink of water and change the battery in the camera. Okay, we are recording and heading back into the protest. Let's go hear the speakers.
There's also a protest against the current wannabe king and his vengeful, corrupt regime. Yeah, they're enriching themselves, right? And they're bringing their friends at the expense of the vast majority of Americans, the 99% of the rest of us. People affected include our honored veterans. They're seeing essential services such as healthcare and mental health support, cruelly cut at the Veterans Administration. Veterans employed in crucial jobs are experiencing massive layoffs. Employees there have seen diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility efforts totally decimated. The regime has implemented a trans ban and denied health care for trans veterans and active duty members. They're upset, veterans are. A democracy is under siege. Diplomatic norms in our global engagements have been ignored. Our allies are viewed as enemies, but Canada's our friend. Greenland is not for the taking, and yes, even penguins are our friends. Let's hear it for penguins. Not the penguin, but, you know, in office, but penguins. Okay. And let's celebrate our good friend. We're going to get there. Yeah, we got it. There are people on the other side. We have one of our, this is Democracy in Action. There are people in Congress that are screwing around and not doing their job, so we're here to also protest their compliance. Republicans and a few Democrats that are doing with their job. We want to put some spine into them to do their job to overturn this regime.
Yeah.
But I want to also celebrate back to the allies, who are our friends, not our enemies. Our good friend, Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!
Yeah.
Slava Ukraini. We got some Ukrainian flags out there, Ukrainian sympathizers, probably some Ukrainian Americans. As extremist politicians consolidate power, attack our freedoms, and undermine the very foundations of democracy, we are showing up to protect what so many died to preserve. Today, we're not here just to protest. We want to be supportive of veterans in the greater Peoria area. Peoria 5051 reached out to the Peoria County Veterans Assistance Commission for a list of essential hygiene items, toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, shampoo, and otherwise. Have been donated over at the canopy to my left, here to your right. Thank you for your donations, and it includes cash donations to help our veterans. Let's hear it for all of you being generous. Not words, just words, but generosity put into action. Peoria 5051 is a proud Central Illinois member of the National 5051 movement. It's a grassroots effort that has become a major force to be reckoned with in defense of our constitutional democracy. To paraphrase honest Abe Lincoln of Illinois, we are of the people, by the people, and for the people. No kings, no tyrants, no messing around. 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 All right. Today we kick off our program with Gary Hall, someone with a deep commitment to democracy, to social and economic justice, particularly through the prism of his lived experience as a veteran who served our country. In 1968, Gary was drafted into the armed forces, having no deferment for bone spurs. No bone spurs for Gary. After going through the gauntlet of Vietnam, in late '69 he returned to Peoria, worked for 40 years at Caterpillar as a proud member of the UAW Local 974. And by the way, we have another union here represented, the Roofers Allied Workers Local 69. Let's hear it for all the unions represented here today in support of democracy. So, Gary retired, but he didn't really retire. He's been a strong advocate for a multitude of causes. He's a member of the Illinois Lions, which supports people with blindness and vision impairments. He's been involved with the Peoria County Veterans Assistance Commission, a cause we're supporting today with donations. He's been an activist for clean air and water, and was supportive or is instrumental in the shutdown of the E.D. Edwards coal plant in 2022. In the face of Peoria Airport management opposition, he was able to get the POW MIA flag flying at the airport. So Gary puts his words and his beliefs into action. Please give a hearty welcome to Gary Hall.
Well, I'm a process man, boy, and I'm telling you no lie. I work and breathe.
Okay, I'm here. Hey, I was always told to start out with a joke. Well, I tell you what, Donald Trump was at one of his golf courses, and he teed up alongside an anthill. He swung once, ants went flying. Swung twice, ants went flying again. He tees up again. One ant looked at the other one and said, "Hey, brother, if we don't get on the ball, we ain't going to survive this son of a bitch." I'm sorry, Reverend. I saw you back there. Anyway, I was asked to give some comments, and rather than just go on and on and on about what I think and whatever, I Googled some information. Excuse me. Our veterans make significant sacrifices in service of our country, but those sacrifices do not seem to matter to President, I call him President Rump, T-Rump, an unchecked billionaire, Elon Musk, his boyfriend, said Appropriations Committee ranking member Rosa DeLauro. Is that right? DeLauro, okay. They are an essential part of our federal workforce, bringing their expertise to every single agency. Republicans are turning, how about that? Republicans are turning their backs on them, allowing Musk to fire at least 6,000 veterans and leave them with no way to feed their families or keep a roof over their heads. This move should outrage anyone who respects our veterans and service members and believes our promise to them should be upheld. we have respectfully asked the Trump administration for additional information on the exact number of veterans they have fired and what they plan to do to support them. The American people deserve answers. Am I right? No, I'm correct. Don't ever call me right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Trump and Musk have launched an unwarranted and unjustified attack on the veterans and military spouses who sacrificed so much for all of us by upending their lives and careers. Their careers. These groundless firings are a disgraceful assault on heroes who admirably served our country. It is a deeply offensive. This is a deeply offensive that the administration would attempt to believe that they can balance our budget on the backs of our veterans, said Appropriations Subcommittee on Military Construction and Veterans Affairs and related agency ranking member Debbie Wasserman Schultz. The fact sheet can be found here, if you just text it, which details how many veterans Donald Trump and Elon Musk have fired so far. The federal government is the single largest employee of veterans in this country, making up 30% of the nearly 2.3 million civilian federal workforce. The so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, or I like to call it douche, stated goal to eliminate 75% of the federal workforce could mean that up to 500,000 veterans could lose their jobs. So I guess that's all I got to say. Other than never give up, never surrender. You should, well, one more thing. A guy by the name of Reagan, back in 1984, come up with this great idea. He was going to, the rich people were paying 70% interest, 70% taxes, I'm sorry. And he decided he was going to reduce it to 30%. And the way he did it was he started taxing Social Security. I'm on Social Security. He's taxing Social Security. So I think it's kind of interesting that Trump says he's going to take that tax off Social Security. I think what they should do is they should raise it for the millionaires to 70% taxes for billionaires. What do you think? That's all. From Gary Hall.
Let's hear it for Gary Hall. That wasn't enough. Come on, bring it up loud and clear. And Gary made a point of asking me to ensure that we acknowledge all the veterans in our midst. There are veterans here. Raise your hands. Say it loud and proud, I'm here. Let's hear it for you guys. And you have military families as well, right? There's some military families here as well. Let's give them the honor they deserve by a big round of applause. Okay, thank you. Today, we decided to bring you a bit of entertainment, not infotainment necessarily, but real entertainment, some comic relief, we hope anyway, to brighten your day and strengthen your resolve to keep up the resistance. To kick off our really big shoe, we have a Navy veteran with a musical itch he must constantly scratch. Right, Steve? A member of the local acoustic trio, Jukebox Jules, and hailing from our allies that fired up for democracy, Steve Fairbanks. Let's hear it for Steve.
Yeah.
All right. I need you to help me out. Give me an F. Give me an E. Give me an L. Give me an O. Give me an N. What's that spell? What's that spell? What's that spell? Well, come fast. To save our country is our intent from this gangster president. Let's put down our phones and organize. Take our country back. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Freedom from tyranny. Save lady liberty. And it's 5, 6, 7. Gotta get out the vote. Well, let's fight for our democracy from sea to shining sea. Well, come on, everyone who gives a hoot. Time to give this gangster the boot. Let's stand firm, say hell no. This ain't the America we all know. So put down our phones, let's organize. Take our country back. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Freedom from tyranny. Save lady liberty. And it's 5, 6, 7. Gotta get out the vote. Well, let's fight for our democracy from sea to shining sea. Let's fight for our democracy from sea to shining sea.
Oh, let's hear it for Steve Fairbanks.
Thank you all for jumping in.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, we know what we're fighting for. Democracy.